Where are you going to, Gruffalo's child? All by yourself through the woods so wild.
Aha, oh-ho, to look for the big bad mouse. Where can he be? I'll ask the snake.
He's down by the lake eating Gruffalo cake. Aha, aho, beware the big bad mouse.
Where can he be? Will Owl tell me?
He's under a tree drinking Gruffalo tea. To wit, to woo, beware of the big bad mouse.
Where can he be? The fox looks sly.
He's somewhere nearby eating Gruffalo pie. Aha, aho, beware the big bad mouse.
Who is this creature so big and strong? His tail and his whiskers are terribly long. Oh help! Oh no! It must be the big bad mouse.
Where are you going to, Gruffalo's child? All by yourself through the woods so wild.
Away, back home, to hide from the big bad mouse. I've got a ball of pastry. What shall I do with that? You've got to roll it, roll it, roll it until you've rolled that pastry flat. You've got to roll it, roll it, roll it until you've rolled that pastry flat. I've got a ripe banana. Tell me where I begin. You've got to peel it, peel it, peel it until you peeled off all the skin. You've got to peel it, peel it, peel it until you peeled off all the skin. I've got a pot of porridge, creamy and thick and hot. You've got to stir it, stir it, stir it until it's bubbling in the pot. You've got to stir it, stir it, stir it until it's bubbling in the pot. I've got a jar of strawberry jam, sticky and sweet and red. You've got to spread it, spread it, spread it until it's on a slice of bread. You've got to spread it, spread it, spread it until it's on a slice of bread. I've got a flat round pancake. One side has just been fried. You've got to toss it, toss it, toss it until it lands the other side. You've got to toss it, toss it, toss it until it lands the other side. I've got a plate of dinner. What do you think that's for? You've got to eat it, eat it, eat it. And if it's nice, you'll ask for more. You've got to eat it, eat it, eat it. And if it's nice, you'll ask for more. More! In the hottest sun of the longest day, a lion lay down for a doze. A little brown mouse pattered out to play pitter-pat, pitter-pat. He danced on the whiskery nose. Pitter-pat, 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 pitter-pat. He danced on the whiskery nose. The lion awoke with a sneeze. Achoo! He picked up the mouse in his paw. And who, may I venture to ask, are you? Grrr! He said with a terrible roar. Grrr! He said with a terrible roar. I'll save your life if you'll let me go. The mouse's voice shook as he spoke. The lion laughed loudly. Oh, 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 oh. I'll let you go free for your joke. Oh, 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 oh. I'll let you go free for your joke. As chance would have it, the following week the lion was caught in a net, when all of a sudden he heard a squeak, squeak, squeak. Well met, noble lion, well met. Squeak, 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 squeak. Well met, noble lion, well met. The little mouse nibbled and gnawed and bit till the lion was finally free. It's nothing, dear lion, don't mention it. Nibbly, nibble, I'm repaying your kindness to me. Nibbly, 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 nibble, repaying your kindness to me. For one of the lessons which mice must learn from their whiskery father and mother is the famous old saying that one good turn always deserves another. Pit-a-pat, grrr, oh, 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 squeak, always deserves another. Stickman lives in the family tree with his stick lady love and their stick children 3. One day he wakes early and goes for a jog. Stickman, oh Stickman, beware of the dog.
Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree. Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree.
A stick, cries a girl with a smile on her face. The right kind of poo stick for winning the race. A twig, says a swan, this twig is the best. It's the right kind of twig to weave into my nest.
Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree. Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree.
A mast,
Cries a dad,
an excellent mast. Hooray, there's a flag on our castle at last.
I'm not a mast for a silly old flag, or a sword for a knight, or a hook for a bag.
An arm,
Says a boy with a warm woolly scarf.
an arm for my snowman.
He says with a laugh. A stick, cries a mum, a stick for the great. Wake up, Stickman, before it's too late.
Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree. Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree.
But what is this chuckle that turns to a shout?
Ho, 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 I'm stuck, get me out.
A stuck man, a stuck man. Now who could that be? Don't worry, says Stickman, I'll soon set you free.
Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree. Come back home, we're missing you, Stickman. Come back home to the family tree.
Then Stickman helps Santa deliver the toys to fast asleep girls and to fast asleep boys. Faster and faster they fly through the snow till Santa says,
Only one chimney to go.
Stick lady's lonely, the children are sad. It won't feel like Christmas without their stick dad. But who is this tumbling in into their house. Is it a bat or a bird or a mouse?
Or could it be Stickman? Come back home to the family tree. Yes, it is. It really is Stickman, sticking here in the family tree.
When you see a flower, do you sniff? When you see a flower, do you sniff? If it is a rose, a lovely smell goes up your nose when you sniff. When you sniff. When you climb a hill, do you pant? When you climb a hill, do you pant? When you're at the top, I bet you're really glad to stop. And you pant, and you pant. When you get a shock, do you gasp? When you get a shock, do you gasp? Somebody says boo, or there's a spider on your shoe. So you gasp, so you gasp. When you have a cold, do you sneeze? Achoo! When you have a cold, do you sneeze? Achoo! Nothing you can do can stop it. Here it comes. Achoo! Yes, you sneeze. Achoo! Yes, you sneeze. Achoo! When your birthday comes, do you puff? When your birthday comes, do you puff? Maybe you can blow the candles out in just one go. When you puff, when you puff. When you're feeling sad, do you sigh? When you're feeling sad, do you sigh? No one wants to play, and it's a cold and rainy day. So you sigh, so you sigh. When you're feeling tired, do you yawn? When you're feeling tired, do you yawn? You grumbled when they said that it was nearly time for bed, but you yawn. Yes, you yawn. When you're fast asleep, do you snore? When you're fast asleep, do you snore? Have you got a snore so loud it wakes them up next door? When you snore, when you snore. Small, brown, hard, round, the nut is lying underground. Now a shoot begins to show. Now the shoot begins to grow. Tall, taller, tall as can be. The shoot is growing into a tree, and branches grow and stretch and spread with twigs and leaves above your head. And on a windy autumn day, the nut tree bends, the branches sway, the leaves fly off and whirl around, and nuts go tumbling to the ground. Small, brown, hard, round, the nut is lying underground. Now a shoot begins to show. Now the shoot begins to grow. Tall, taller, tall as can be. The shoot is growing into a tree, and branches grow and stretch and spread with twigs and leaves above your head. And on a windy autumn day, the nut tree bends, the branches sway, the leaves fly off and whirl around, and nuts go tumbling to the ground. Small, brown, hard, round. I can't catch mice, said the kitten on the farm. I can't catch mice, and my tummy feels hollow. Then my advice, said the duck upon the pond. Then my advice for a kitten to follow is to quack, quack, quack outside the farmer's door. Quack, 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 then quack a little more. Quack, quack, quack. The farmer will be sure to find some bread for a kitten to swallow. But bread's not nice, said the kitten on the farm. Bread's not nice, and my tummy still feels hollow. Then my advice, said the horse upon the hay. Then my advice for a kitten to follow is to neigh, neigh, neigh outside the farmer's door. Neigh, 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 then neigh a little more. Neigh, neigh, neigh. The farmer will be sure to find some oats for a kitten to swallow. But oats aren't nice, said the kitten on the farm. Oats aren't nice, and my tummy still feels oh so hollow. Then my advice, said the hen inside the pen. Then my advice for a kitten to follow is to cluck, cluck, cluck outside the farmer's door. Cluck, 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 then cluck a little more. Cluck, cluck, cluck. The farmer will be sure to find some corn for a kitten to swallow. But corn's not nice, said the kitten on the farm. Corn's not nice, and my tummy still feels oh so terribly hollow. Then my advice, said the cat upon the roof. Then my advice for a kitten to follow is to meow, meow, meow outside the farmer's door. Meow, 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 then meow a little more. Meow, meow, meow. The farmer will be sure to find some milk for a kitten to swallow. Now milk is nice, said the kitten on the farm. Milk is nice, and my tummy still feels oh so terribly, dreadfully hollow. So your advice, tabby cat upon the roof, is good advice for a kitten to follow. So she meow, meow, meowed outside the farmer's door. Meow, meow, meowed, then meowed a little more. Meow, meow, meow. The farmer heard and saw. He found some milk for the kitten to swallow. There is a world inside a book, and when you're curled up with a book, it doesn't matter what your age is. You can take a flying leap into the pages. So take a leap and take a look inside the world, inside a book.
There is a world inside my book, and when I'm curled up with my book, I meet a pirate, a wicked pirate, and I dig up lots of treasure with the pirate. You can dig too, just take a look inside the world, inside my book.
There is a world inside my book, and when I'm curled up with my book, I meet a dragon, a fiery dragon, and I help a shining knight to fight the dragon. You can help too, just take a look inside the world, inside my book.
There is a world inside my book, and when I'm curled up with my book, I meet a spaceman, a famous spaceman, and I fly off in rocket with the spaceman. You can fly too, just take a look inside the world, inside my book. There is a world inside my book, and when I'm curled up with my book, I meet a lady, a head lady, and I glide about a castle with the lady. You can glide too, just take a look inside the world, inside my book.
There is a world inside a book, and when you're curled up with a book, it doesn't matter what your age is. You can take a flying leap into the pages. So take a leap and take a look inside the world, inside a book. We like to swing and spin.
We like to swing and spin.
We like to splish, splash, splosh.
We like to splish, splash, splosh.
We like to jump like frogs.
We like to jump like frogs.
On and off logs.
On and off logs.
We like to run, 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 run in the sun.
We like to run, 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 run in the sun.
And dig, 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 dig in the sand.
And dig, 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 dig in the sand.
Stamp, 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 stamp on the twigs.
Stamp, 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 stamp on the twigs.
And squelch, squelch, squelch in the mud.
Squelch, squelch, squelch in the mud.
We like to skip, skip, skip.
We like to skip, skip, skip.
We like to hop, hop, hop.
We like to hop, hop, hop.
We like to tap, tap, tap. Let us in, let us in.
We like to tap, tap, tap. Let us in, let us in.
And then we like to flop.
We like to flop.